So I was thinking, right, we've got a lot more building to do this episode, which I'm sure a lot are going to be absolutely thrown at. And I was thinking, we've got a whole freezer full of potential workers here doing absolutely nothing. Let's resurrect them all, only temporarily, so that we can get this friggin' base built in no time. Literally, I'm going to have them all on construction or on delivery. That's it. Bonnet, you are going to absolutely make yourself known as one of the best characters in this colony. Boom. Oh, Lord. I don't know what I was expecting, but that certainly wasn't it. Welcome back to Rimworld, by the way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take every single one of these people, and I'm going to do, oh, good Lord. I'm going to do, how do you mass change jobs again? There's like a button for it, right? Is it? I don't know. But look, we're going to do this. We're going to do this as well. Oh, my God, they're all good at building. So we got very, very lucky with this, huh? Those are all going to be on that, and then we're just going to let them build, and that's it. Go to work, my children. Go to work. This is fantastic. This is going to speed things up so much. Because I'm sure you guys, I don't want to see another episode of, oh, inspired recruitment. Crop? Crop. No, don't strip Sookie. Recruit Sookie. Sookie, recruitie. No, we're already recruiting Sookie. I guess we'll just wait for a while. In fact, what I'm actually going to do is say, don't bother wardening anybody besides Crop. Crop, Sith Lord. Warden, Sookie. We might actually be able to do it now that he's set to wardening. Nope, nothing yet. He'll just do it manually. We're basically guaranteed to get Sookie on board. That's incredible. So with all these undead, we're going to have this base built in absolutely no time at all. What I'm also going to do for the undead as well is just say, by the way, you guys can all mine as well. If you can't build, mine. That way we can get this base done in no time. I think this is going to be fantastic, because I sure as hell can't deal with another episode of building, and I'm sure you guys are going to get pretty sick of it as well. But this is going to allow us to really plan things out and really blitz things along. We're still doing some other stuff as well, because it's going to, you know, give everyone else some time off. They're not going to have to force to work too much. Now, I'm worried that right now, with this many raised, oh man, he's still not dropped into the negative. Look at that. Total upkeep. So, he's going to be less effective in combat because his spells and his actual magical upkeep is so low now, but we can still manage that many undead. And you know what? I'll take that for the time being. Let's get to work then, team. Alright, very simple. Let's start immediately excavating the areas for each of the factions to live in. It was suggested to me over to Discord, a great suggestion by the way, not to actually let the vampires get the outside section. That doesn't really make too much sense. We'll let the wizards deal with the plants and the herbs and the natural side of things and the mana and blah 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 blah. The vampires can be the managers of the colony, the crafters. Then we've got, you know, Bonnet doing his Bonnet stuff, Igor doing her cult stuff. You know, we'll divide things up as things become necessary to divide it, but for the time being, we actually need a goddamn base to do our work in. So let's just plan things out here. This is going to be another section of the base. We'll do something along these lines here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So that'll fit into another area. So what we'll have to do with this one is send it across this way, and this will have to be sent down here. Or this can have, this particular offshoot of the base can have this section inside the wall. Then the outside is another section, but we obviously need housing for whoever else is going to run this. Again, I haven't really decided on who's running what part of the facility. Then there's part 2. I think, seeing as this is close to the outdoors, we want to put the sort of dining area, the freezer, especially is what I'm thinking of, near this area. Maybe even storage too, just because, you know, we'll have the beacons can be near here, and then when we order things from trade beacons or from trade ships, they'll drop down outside, and then we can quickly hold them indoors. So I'm actually going to take the planning tool, and let's quickly draw up some very lovely blueprints here. So I'm thinking, we've got that dealt with. Honestly, I don't think we need to expand the cult more than that. Like we said, we'll have 5 people per faction for a total of 25 people in the colony. That's a big colony by Rimworld standards. I think we can all agree on that. This part of the section of the base is basically dealt with. It's got the cult, it's got the altar, it's got Eagle's office/bedroom, 4 bedrooms for our underlings. We need something similar on this side, so I'm thinking actually we do a very similar layout for each section of the base, and then we'll decorate the rooms depending on what they are. So Bonnet might have magical altar or some magical potions or whatever else in his room. Igor, as the cult leader, might have some more, you know, these gigantic evil statues, might have some bones in there, something like that. Jilt will have a coffin, you know, some various vampire things. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this blueprint. Oh, you know what? Let's let this finish first. We'll take this whole blueprint, and then we'll obviously sort the walls out a little bit, and then we'll just paste it around. And that way we've got a nice layout for what we want our bedrooms to be. I suppose I could also change up the design a little bit, but obviously I don't want to overcomplicate things, because we'll just get wiped out by raids and shit, because we're not really focusing on that too much either. Why was my mint craft cabinet crushed? Because we mined out... Okay, that is genuinely my mistake. We mined out the roof without actually having supports in place. Let's solve that problem immediately. In fact, I'm going to say, Jilp, if you could get on with that right now so we're not having anything else crushed. Luckily, we didn't lose anything important there. What is that? Simple animal spine. Okay, I thought it was something good then for a second. Thanks for letting me down, Chief. Okay, cool. Nothing to worry about there, so we can actually finish off taking these walls out. This was all meant to be a stockpile expansion anyway, because, you know, we have way too much shit from the amount of trade caravans we massacred. In fact, we've got a load of stuff just lying on the floor. What I'm going to say with the undead, then, if there's stuff to be hauled, let's just get to hauling it, huh? Let's just get it done. There we go. All right, get to work on that one as well. Hopefully they'll move all of those into the stockpile pretty quickly because, you know, they are an army of undead. This is going to take no time. I think we're going to make a lot of progress this episode. We've got a full moon approaching, sort of expecting very, very soon. I've been told over Discord that if we just put a wall in front of them, they actually will just chill out in the room they're in. Now, unfortunately, right now, Donis is trapped in a room and on a mental breakdown, so we actually can't get him out of there. So I'm hoping Job can build this up very quickly before he transforms, so we don't have to... Where's he going? Resting. Yes, go to the bedroom. Go to the bedroom. Go and lie down. I have a feeling tonight isn't actually the full moon in that case. No, it's good. Okay, Donis is back. No full moon. Tomorrow night, we'll actually test this theory out. So someone said on Discord that basically if we put like a stone brick there that we forbid, or more specifically, we don't set to auto-rebuild or something along those lines, when Donic goes nuts, we could have it partially built, build it up when he goes nuts, and then decommission it or dismantle it when he goes normal again. And apparently, he won't even break down the doors. He'll just hide in the room. That is a lot cheaper to rebuild a wall every now and again than it is to rebuild, obviously, you know, however many doors we've got going on right now, like 11 doors. So I think we will actually try that out. Obviously, tonight's not the Moon Fury, so I'm going to forbid that. When it comes up to that Moon Fury, I'll unforbid it, and we'll see if that actually works as intended. So I thought I'd start doing a little bit of planning for the future of the base. I know I said I was going to try and keep it pentagon shaped, but I didn't really take into account the actual edge of the map that would cause a lot of issues for that. So generally the plan, I've sort of changed things around a little bit just to ensure that our stockpile is nicely defended, mainly because if we start building out towards this direction, sappers might be able to get through the walls quite quickly, which is actually why I've bolstered up this one too. So this main area is going to be our stockpile. I figured we need the stockpile as close to the center as possible so that all factions have equal access to it and so it's most convenient for the colony, right? So we're going to hollow this entire area out, build the stockpile there. Ideally, we kind of want to get that one done first, don't we? So that our people can... let's just go ahead and forbid... oh my god, can we not forbid all of this to start off with? Okay, let's forbid all of this first. Let's get the stockpile dug out. That way we can start moving everything down here. That way when they want to start building things, they don't have to walk, you know, back and forth and back and forth. Plus that way if we need more stone blocks being cut or something like that, we have an area we can also turn into a temporary workroom. So I think this is probably not too terrible a plan. Alright, so let's get to mining all of this stuff here to start off with. That'll do. Alright, and then I need to make sure, actually, before I completely forget, let's put in a couple of roof support sort of blocks of... I didn't mean to do that, thank you. Let's put in a couple of roof support blocks of stuff left behind so that the entire roof doesn't just cave in immediately there. And let's also go ahead and... I mean, as much as I'd love you to mine all these bedrooms out, so this is going to be the bedrooms of one faction, I'm going to stop them doing most of it for the time being. There you go. They can't get over to that bit, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Ooh, bandits are spreading. Cole, boss of the cohorts of injury, feels the need to send us a taunting message. I imagine we did probably kill them all in a siege at some stage. So they've actually started expanding their base from their original starting point here down south. We're over here. So if it was towards us a bit more, I might be concerned. Although it doesn't really affect things too much. Ooh, Tech Prof Sub Persona Core just right there. 4 sleeping mechanoids. Now another thing as well, and a lot of you guys point this out because you're all very eagle-eyed last episode. There is the option to build roads. So I think one thing we need to do is probably build a road up to here to start off with. And then failing that, actually build a road all the way around the mountain, sort of down towards this main road as well. That would help out quite a lot because it gives us a nice sort of connection to the rest of the map. It means if we get something like what we had last time with Crop having to climb over mountains, walk all the way through the grasslands before it got to the road, we won't have to worry about that again. A lot of you guys have also pointed out as well that it was actually the science convention, not the intellectual one that was the better one, not like the board gaming one, which apparently can give us research that we can't get normally. I didn't read too much into it because, again, I'd like to keep it kind of more of a surprise, really. A lot of you guys have been bigging that one up, so I'd like to see it myself firsthand. Let's get rid of this as well. Goodbye. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Oh, my God. And then all this stuff underneath is also available to be mined out. You know what? Let's not worry about it. What are these guys doing? Smoothing the walls in Donit's bedroom. Also, what happened? I thought there was a full moon. Does he not transform if he's having a mental breakdown? Maybe that full moon was supposed to go off that day at like 7 o'clock and then it didn't because he was on mental break. I honestly don't know. That would be interesting to find out because I wonder if there's a way we can induce mental breakdowns around the day of the... Oh, because I've turned off Moon Fury. That's actually a lot more... You know what? I'm starting to remember things now. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, no, we'll actually turn that back on and then we'll test this out in 3 days' time whether or not it is possible for him to be held back like that. But apparently they've just moved out all the walls in his bedroom, so that's going to be a little bit better. Definitely a step up of what he had before, because he was really kind of pissed off with his bedroom last time. Oh, there we go. Tell me that hasn't worked exactly as intended. There are a little undead army immediately getting to work on things. Out of interest, Crop, did you actually end up recruiting that guy? Sewing area. Excuse me, can we... Why is he not recruiting? Why are none of our people recruiting these other people? Prisoner, recruit, naturally. Jilp licked away Sookie's bite mark, of course, yeah. How about we actually recruit him? Just a weird thought there. Corrupt Sith Lord. Okay, sewing area. Let's keep a close eye on this, because I almost feel like our prison isn't working as intended, because we've had it before in the series as well, that prisoners aren't being fed. You know, they've just been starving to death. So I'm kind of hoping that things aren't completely bugged out here, but oh, maybe it's because it counts as a prison barracks. No, it's still fine. I thought maybe it counts like a prison hospital, so they wouldn't interact with them because they're healing up, but clearly not the case at all. Prioritize chatting with... hang on. Attempts to recruit. He's going to get her. He's guaranteed because he's got inspired recruitment. Ready? Here we go. Oh, hang on. It's just lagging a little bit. Infestation. Oh, that seems large. Oh, my God. The more I pan, the more they want. What is that? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? That looks like 9 bug hives we're going to be up against. Don't get me wrong. We've got a lot of powerful people. Have we got enough powerful people to make this smooth sailing? Gonna be honest, I kind of doubt it. Alright, let's get you guys over here. What we should do is really get the undead equipped, huh? That's something I've sort of very much ignored. Let's do something along those lines for the time being. Go, boys. Alright, Birdie, let's get you a weapon, my friend. We've got more than enough weapons to actually get our undead equipped. My God. Somebody pointed out as well we should really start recycling sort of discarded apparel. I don't actually know where that option is or what workbench we need for that. Would have assumed it would be here, huh? As, I don't know where the hell we do that. Either way, I'll try and find a way to recycle the clothing as well, because we've got so much of it just kicking around that's kind of useless and old. We might as well at least get the leathers out of it, because at the, you know, even worst case scenario, the leathers stack and take up less room in the box. Best case scenario, we actually get some half-decent leathers out of it, you know? So, Birdie, grab yourself. We've got an incendiary launcher. That's how we can burn the corpses. Great suggestion, by the way. I've got to give credit to Alchemia for that one, who said, idiot, burn the corpses. And I was like... Goddamn right, I am an idiot. Let's grab a farmer's shotgun. Okay, that one's already equipped. Blasters are very, very powerful, as we've seen previously. Let's get a mixed match of weapons, just because it seems like the blasters are fantastic, but obviously they don't do damage which will kill a thing. They're not going to make the bugs bleed out. It's not going to kill them dead, whereas traditional weaponry is... less damage, but more chance to kill them over a long period of time, because obviously they're going to start bleeding from there. Anyway, let's get everyone over to there. I think laser guns are indisputably much better for capturing people. So if we really wanted to get a bunch of recruits, sticking to an entirely laser build would be a good idea. Alright, let's move the squad up a little bit, and let's be very careful here. I think we're probably going to have to make a stand here, aren't we? Oh man, we can't quite line everyone up there. And the issue is, if we put Crop on the front line, he's going to get shot in the back of the head. Let's put him there. You move there, or more specifically, he's going to get shot, and then he's going to reflect the bullets. Who do we want to send forward? We need someone who can move at devastating speed. You know what? Bonnet. Bonnet to go and aggro them. Oh, God, that's a lot. Wandering. Bonnet, go and aggro. This could be a horrible mistake. Bear with me here. Right. Bonnet. Aggro. You know what? I'll take that. Run, Bonnet. Run, Bonnet. Run, Bonnet. And the reason I'm doing this is because Bonnet can fly. So if things get a bit tricky, or if it looks like he's going to die, we can just do that, get him immediately behind lines, and then they're going to be aggroed over. That actually works so well. Okay, good luck, team. You're going to need it. Krupp, maybe fire off some lightning at the slightly bigger guys. You know what? Too late. Alright, needs to recover his force power. Shit. Remember what I said a couple of episodes ago about potentially focusing on making sure the guy's got his force powers? Let's get Krupp on the front lines, because this guy is devastating in melee, as we've seen. Took out an entire raid by himself last episode. Ooh. Although at this distance, feeling slightly less confident. That's a lot of mega spiders. Oh, God, Bonnet, please do not get this shit deflected. Oh, my God. Okay. Jilp, I'm thinking Feral Claw's Warform. Any complaints with that one? Where's Donitz? Donitz, my friend. I'm thinking Krynos, if you don't mind. Get in here, kill these mega spiders. Okay, there we go. Jilp, we're gonna Warform. Nice, thank you. Okay. I think with this lineup, to be honest, with a gigantic Warform Vampire, with a gigantic Warform Werewolf, with a Sith Lord on the Vanguard, and then a Wizard at the back firing off a whole bunch of Fire Blasts, I think we're probably going to be okay. Yeah, that could have ended a lot worse. I'm pretty happy with how that went, especially as they very, very quickly overwhelmed us, huh? Let's get all of these finished off as soon as possible. Is there a finish off command? There absolutely is. That makes my life a bit easier, huh? Alright, Crop, let's go and take out these hives as soon as possible. Man, that was a lot less messy than I thought it was going to be. I'll be completely honest with you. Especially, you know, like I said, the laser guns aren't good for dealing damage. they are good for dealing damage, but non-lethal damage. So these bugs are just going to get straight back up again. But it was very good. That was nicely handled. Oh my god, from one insect attack to another. We didn't even get to finish clearing out these hives. Black hive attack. So this one, significantly harder. Insectoids in the realm are genetically altered organisms designed to fight mechanoid invasions. The Black Hive is one of the best, designed to be much more aggressive than usual, capable of laying siege to impregnable mechanoid fortresses. Oh god. Oh, that's also a fair amount, huh? So we've got essentially what is kind of halfway between, I would say, a mechanoid invasion, because you have the big sort of centipedes. These are sort of equivalent scythers. Then you have the insect hives as well. Now, the hives, I believe, only give bonuses. I don't think they can actually spawn any new insects. They give something called Black Hive Jelly, which is like your regular insect jelly, but a lot stronger. What is Chi Burst? What is Chi Burst? Who has that? Did we recruit someone and I didn't even notice? Chi Burst. Wait, why can Birdie use Chi Burst? What? Mine of a body 1. Oh my god, he's kept some sort of enlightenment over from his human days before he was made undead. Oh. Well, that's really interesting. It's not relevant. That was the guy we were actually trying to recruit, the monk, I think it was. Which is kind of cool, but again, not massively relevant. Okay, let's line this army up. My god, we have a ridiculous amount of people. Like I said, this is a temporary thing just to get the base built. Then we are going to go through the regular gauntlet. Okay, everybody. Medical emergency. Stout? Just collapsed. Oh, you're human. Oh, God, you're human. I'll be honest, I thought you were undead as well. I'm just kind of used to everybody. Bonnet. No pressure, my friend. But I kind of need you to heal up Stout, like, really quickly. I know it doesn't stop bleeding. We've been over that a lot of times before. But I'm going to try and buy them a couple of hours until we can maybe deal with this fight. Bishop, rescue Stout. Donnets, go and heal Stout. Can we get another heal with Bonnet first, just to see if it'll buy them a little more time. Right, come on. There we go. Right. Nice. Has life-threatening blood loss. Oh, wow, hang on. It actually did stop the bleeding. I thought it didn't do that. Oh, it doesn't, I remember. It doesn't stop bleeding, so it can get rid of cuts, scratches, that type of thing. It can't stop bleeding with a missing limb. So if your leg's chopped off, Bonnet can't heal that. He can't stop the bleeding. He can't, like, cauterize the wound or anything like that. But he can... Oh, God, they've got projectile attacks. He can heal them up if it was just cuts and scratches, which is exactly what Stout had there. Okay, thank God for these embrasures. My God, that's a lot. Wait, was it just... I thought they were all... Oh, of course, they spawned in down here, but then they had to run all the way around this outside wall. To be fair, that worked perfectly, huh? The corralling enemies and sort of moving them through a very specific location. That worked better than intended. So what I wanted to do is I want to get Krupp up into the doorway. We want to get Donnets also somewhere in that area, because, of course, Donnets can very quickly warform. Same story with Jilp as well. Jilp's already there, though. Krupp, hold the line. Hold the door, Krupp. Okay, the rest of you, let's just bunch you up a little bit more just for, you know, accuracy's sake. There we go. All right, let's get you guys up there so you can actually shoot. But these guys can't shoot at all, huh? Good luck. This is going to be a hard fight. Okay, you still don't have any force powers. To be fair, he didn't even have time to destroy that last hive before this all kicked off. Come on, good luck. All right, let's put it on speed 2 maximum, even though it's obviously not going to run at that, but just in case. Wow, how's Stout doing? Are you alright? I mean, I'm going to worry about you dropping down dead. To be fair, the cuts and bruises have ended, so he will get up of his own accord. Obviously, getting into a hospital bed will be better, but there's not much I can do about that right now. Okay, where are those mammoths? They are very, very slow. So I'm hoping we can deal with the bulk of the armies before the mammoths get close enough to deal any sort of measurable damage. And to be fair, my God, they're doing a good job, huh? Bonnet with that wand, although the wand, if you look very carefully, actually doesn't do much damage at all, can hit such a huge area that even the bug hiding behind that with the cover, he can still deal a significant amount of damage to it. Okay, we've got extreme break risk on Krupp. Krupp, what's wrong, my friend? You are also bleeding. I mean, again, I would love to help you out here. In fact, you can go and self-tend. I think we don't need Krupp. I think if things kick off in terms of melee distance, we've got Warform Jilp and we've got Warform Donnets, both of which can hold things down. I'm gonna get Krupp to rescue Stout and then go and tend to them both, basically. All right, how we doing? See, this is what I'm talking about. Even though we missed because the thing is behind cover, still did some damage to it. It's not huge, but it is better than nothing, which is currently the situation we're in right now. Okay, mammoths are very, very close. Let's move you guys south because I feel like you can hit a lot more from down here. How's that thing doing? Okay, can you guys all shoot this one? Because if that gets within melee range... Ah, there we go. Perfect. That was exactly what I was hoping for. Right. Death Bolt. I was kind of saving the Death Bolt for these things. Where is Bonnet relative to these guys? So we kind of want to fire it at here, I think. That was probably perfect. Okay, not terrible. Not as good as I was hoping. These guys moved a little bit faster towards the end than I was expecting. What's the bet in these guys have like a long-distance explosive attack or something? No, they've only got melee DPS. Their melee DPS is decent. Of course, these guys, their real bonus, 50-50 armor is pretty nuts. Plus, they have a ridiculous amount of health by the looks of it as well. They're just like centipedes from mechanoid hives. We should be okay. You know what? I'm very confident that we're going to be alright with this one. Come on, guys. Knock down that last one. Let's get back to business here. Nice. Good work. Easy. Not a problem. Let's get all of them finished off as well. Like I said, issue with these rifles is we're really just stunning them or knocking them down in great pain rather than actually straight killing the damn things. Perfect. Walls are being repaired very quickly. Let's get that done. How's Krupp doing? Krupp, now that you've rescued him, you can, my friend, self-tend to Krupp. Although he might stop doing that because I think mental break risk actually does interrupt that. No problem, though. He's actually good. Oh, okay. That was a good couple of raids. That was nicely handled. That's some good shit right there. This is working exactly as intended. You know what? I think we need a sacrifice as a... What, did we not actually recruit that prisoner in the end? But you had inspired recruitment, you weird man. What? Oh, is it because the... Maybe it's because the raid kicked off? Hang on. I thought inspired recruitment was a 100% chance of recruiting. I guess I was wrong. Okay, doesn't matter too much. Right, so what we're going to do is... We don't need 4 wardens. Let's be reasonable here. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's just have Igor do it. Igor is... That's exactly why Igor's here, right? To manipulate people socially, get him into the cult, that type of thing. Okay, so let's get all this shit mined out. Heatwave, fantastic. Change my mind. All the undead are going to roast. Coolers are still on, though, I believe. So let's re-enable that one. Let's turn all the heaters off in the base especially. Otherwise, that is, you know, absolutely going to kill our people here. You need to be turned on as well. Excuse me. There we go. Right, let's toggle the power on that one, too. Do we need to really do much else? I suppose the issue is all of this counts as outdoors now. So what I'm actually very quickly going to do is put a door there, door there, door there, and door there. That way, this all counts as indoors. The heat won't escape too much. Or more specifically, the heat won't get in at that point. Do you remember that fantastic idea I had about locking Donitz in a room and then building the wall up in front of him to see if it'll stop his werewolf fury? Brace yourself. Oh, whoops. We're out of limestone blocks. Shit. Okay. Well, he's not going to get out of there because he's turned into one of his weaker forms, luckily enough. So I think... By the time he's smashed all these doors down, it's going to be... Yeah, look at that. He's almost halfway through the night already, and he's barely got through 4 doors. We have nothing to worry about there. Everybody carry about your business. Now, another thing worth mentioning as well. During the nighttime here, we discovered a magnificently powerful vampire tomb. What could that mean? None of us really know, to be honest with you. I will take a look. Last time we did this... Oh, my God. It's all the way in the fucking mountains, man. Last time we did this... Jilp had an epic showdown with a very, very powerful vampire. What that ended up being was essentially a 40-minute, I want to say 40-minute, I mean like 40-minute IRL melee battle between the 2 vampires. Vampires have the fortitude ability that allows them to shrug off points of damage. They also have this unnatural reflex, so they can dodge damage pretty exceptionally well. So with 2 characters... fighting one another, melee attacking one another. Literally, they stopped for a meal halfway through their fist fight before going back to things. I would love to check this out, but it's a little bit buggy. How long would it also take to get there? Let's just take a look here. Form caravan. Let's send our good friend, Jilp, and then we'll choose her, because this is a vampire affair, so only Jilp will do that. 2.3 days. Jilp doesn't need to eat, fortunately. He does need blood. I assume he'll find blood on the way. Let's send him with that. I mean, does he need to eat? Food unlimited. Okay, nothing to worry about that. Sure. You know what? Jilp isn't exactly a super powerful, super important member of the colony. He's great, don't get me wrong, but he's actually limited in the sense that he can't really build and can't really cut plants because the game is a bit too slow when we do that. So we'll send Jilp off to, well, assuming he can actually get out of the base at this stage, which he can't. We'll send Jilp to go and investigate this, see what we can find. It might not be worth the effort, I'm going to be frank with you. It's a little bit buggy, as I said, which obviously I'll show off when eventually we get there. But, yeah, fingers crossed. If it's like a level 5 vampire or something, that would be game-changing. I also don't think Jilp would win, but that would be game-changing. That's what we're looking for, apparel recycling. Let's get that done literally as soon as possible, because I think this could be pretty monumental when we get this going. It's been a long time since we've done any research as well. You know, we've had a lot of raids recently, having flipped the storyteller over. We've had a lot of sort of long-term threats. Krupp has obviously been injured as well several times, who's been laid out. Let's get back on the game as quickly as we can and see if we can't deal with that. Why is this count as a prisoner room? That's very peculiar. Thank God I noticed that. So, when we've done this, I think I'm basically just going to set them to get rid of every piece of clothing we're not wearing now and basically go for a fresh slate, because I think a lot of this shit is complete garbage. I would love to have a big old stack of leather rather than an entire, essentially, storage room filled with garbage that we're not really going to use. Can't believe we still haven't recruited Sookie either, especially after Krupp still has his big... Wait, does that mean he didn't use it? Honestly, don't know. Honestly, don't know how it works. Maybe it's just a higher chance than the inspiration disappears if you're actually successful in recruitment. Again, I'm not a big expert on that type of thing. Jilp is on his way over to the ancient vampire lair. He will travel, you know, as fast as a normal caravan would. He can travel during the day as well, which is very peculiar because, of course, he's a vampire. And he doesn't need food either. So, actually, if we're going for caravans, oh my god, we could just send Jilp out to all of, like, these different stashes, couldn't we? 7 advanced components, Prof sub Persona Core. I don't think you can take out 4 sleeping mechanisms, but anything that don't have... Oh, Jesus. Anything that don't have, you know, potential guardians, or at least a weaker stockpile, that would be awesome to check out. Literally, we could just send Jilp to wherever we wanted to in that regard. Well, not only has Donit's gone Werewolf Fury, Jilp is obviously away, almost at the vampire site, and we have another raid. Something otherworldly. Oh, God, it's more friggin' Migos. Well, we can at least haul them into this area now and completely torch them with the incendiary launcher or something like that. We also have a significant amount of people, like a ridiculous amount. If these guys could deal with them by themselves, that would be fantastic, because it would obviously mean no big risk for our other people. We could just resurrect them straight away. The other good benefit to that is that these guys are all counter psychopaths, which means they aren't affected by, obviously, the Migos maddening effects. I think, still, though, War Merchant. Oh, you fools. Oh, come on, yes, meet in the middle. Come on, come on, come on, they're not going to get here for a while. Okay, in that case, let's get our main boys over there as well, just because I feel like... To be honest with you, these guys are our biggest damage dealers as well. And let's get Krupp in his sort of usual place. I'll put him there this time. Alright. Another... What? How unfortunate. How unfortunate this trade caravan was suddenly attacked by a whole bunch of deep ones. I mean, it's a problem for us, because now we've got 2 bloody massive, gigantic enemy factions to deal with. Oh, shit. They got a lot closer than I was expecting there. Okay. Shit. Like, big shit. Fire. Krupp, you might want to stand back, my friend. Nice. I will take that. I will take that. We lost one of our guys there. Could have been a lot worse. Oh, this is awful. This is seriously fucked. Krupp, move forward. Bonnet, pull back. Krupp, take him down. Eagle. Don't get in melee range. Okay, cool. Right, okay. Now we're fine. Get Krupp to that gate. Hold them back while the undead get into position. How long until those other big boys get here? Very, very soon. Oh my god, those are great deep ones as well. So they're even stronger, slightly larger, slightly bigger maddening effect. You can tell by the way they have that slight green sort of scaling pattern to them. Oh my god, this could be a problem. Shit, and then there are a bunch of dead Migo corpses absolutely everywhere, which means we're also going to be affected by the maddening effect of that. Also fantastic. Right, is everybody on their way? No pressure. We're all on our way, guys. Krupp, you are going to stand here, and when they come out the corner, you're going to annihilate them all. Please kill them. Where's Bonnet? Bonnet, what's the range looking like here? Oh, that's good. That's good. Come on, Bonnet. Bonnet bigly, everyone. Here we go. The Migos are firing at the deep ones. Ceasefire. Let them fight. Let them fight. Let them fight. We'll kill the winner. Okay, now the Migos are still shooting us, though, which is not fantastically useful, is it? Alright, change of plan. Fire at will. Kill them all. Kill them dead. Eagle. For the love of God, this is not appropriate. Okay. Krupp, I might need your long-distance abilities. How's the force powers doing, my friend? I don't know. We'll have to give it a go and just hope for the best. Right, don't shoot the muffalo. There we go. Okay, not bad. 30 points of damage isn't fantastic, but it isn't bad either. Choke him out. Let the gunners pick him off. There we go. That's what we're looking at. Nice. Bonnet's going to come in there. Okay, now is where we start to panic. Pull back. Force them through the doorway. I've been told, and this is something I've definitely taken heart, don't stand in the doorway because it means we can be attacked from this side, and the center, to pull back and let them get in the doorway because that way it's guaranteed to be a one-on-one fight. In a one-on-one fight, I feel like Krupp has got this absolutely down. I mean, look at the guy. That's an absurd amount of DPS. Come on, that's it. Close the gap. Please don't shoot Krupp. If you shoot Krupp, you are going to get your bullets deflected. Alright, and Krupp, let's see if we can finish this one off with a nothing. Alright. What we might want to do, what might be prudent, is to build another, like, force meditation pad, like, literally right here. Because he's more or less always going to be standing here, right? Put another med pad here, rest on that. You might notice this series as well, I'm trying not to build a kill box, because I think kill boxes are horribly cheesy. If we didn't want any threat to the base whatsoever, and this would just be a building sim, a kill box is what I'd build. But I think for the time being, I'm kind of happy with the level of threat we've got going on with how things are the way they are. Done? Not as bad as I thought. We lost Snyder, but that was a necessary... That was a necessary and intentional sacrifice, I should say, as I fight back hiccups. Resurrect him. Bring him back. You deserve to live, my friend. Or you deserve to at least be returned to your torment of undeath for the time being. Alright, we're here. My god, just as the raid ends, we now have another enemy. Jilp's caravan arrived at the Ancient Vampire Crypt. One of you pointed out last time I visited these, I forgot to dig up these graves. These graves can actually have some very, very impressive stuff. We're talking power armor, we're talking, you know, quite high-end Devil Strand type gear. This stuff, however, is obviously all going to count as tainted. It's a friggin' graveyard, but we will dig it all up. First things first. Oh god, why do I get the feeling this is a horrible, horrible mistake? Okay, well, hello. What have we got then? Granite sealed coffin, good. It's empty. There's nothing there. We can clearly see there's nothing there. It's an open coffin. We've been bamboozled. I think we've actually been bamboozled, my friends. That's an open coffin. Did the heat cause him to evaporate? Yeah, no, that's genuinely, there's nothing here. Hang on. Huh. What the fuck? What was the point of this quest? There was no vampire. I've never seen that happen before, and I think that actually might have been an accident on the part of the games there. Okay, well, I guess this is officially Grave Robbing Simulator. Welcome for today's War Crimes. We haven't had any War Crimes yet for today. I'm glad that we've got this going for it. Oh, to be fair, there was an innocent caravan that was destroyed by us, meddling with the forces of Cthulhu and whatnot. Joe, what are you doing? Joe's freaking out. Oh, because it's daytime. It's daytime, naturally. All right, let's see what we've got then. Well, there's something noteworthy. We actually found ourselves a, what is that, a stormtrooper we've got there, huh? What have you got equipped? Stormtrooper armor. Poor, tainted, of course, doesn't really matter too much. We did expect that. We found anybody with any sort of marine armor. Oh my god, there's more stormtrooper armor there. We'll carry back as much as we can. Now, it doesn't matter how fast Krupp goes, realistically. He's not going to be affected. Oh my god, they've got a triple rocket launcher on them. Well, weapons obviously aren't affected by being tainted. Holy shit, this could be, if nothing else, we're going to be able to bring back a set of power armor, which one of the zombies can wear, which is obviously, you know, better than nothing, huh? And we can bring back a triple rocket launcher. Get all these corpses stripped then, Jill. That is your next job, my friend. The war crimes continue. We've dug up the graves of the dead. Now we're going to loot them. Oh my god, they all have weapons. They all have weapons on them. The beast Sookie. Oh, that's our prisoner, isn't it? Wow, that's pretty insane. We've got some fairly impressive stuff. Elephant spear. Enchanted elephant spear. Look at that. Magic energy increased, ability resistance, ability bonus 10%. Wow, okay. We've got things like, I did notice around here, we've got an elephant bow there, which also has an enchantment on it. Whoa, some of this stuff is going to be worth a small fortune, I'll be honest with you. Energy regen increase. I wonder if that affects, now is that energy or mana? I don't know if they're separate systems. So what we'll do now then is we'll just go to the world map. We'll click on the area, reform caravan, see what items are lying around, and we'll take back the most expensive ones with us. Oh, why can't Job carry anything? Is it because he's already wearing power armor of his own? That's probably likely, isn't it? Looking at the actual values of things, there actually isn't a huge amount. I'd like to take the elephant spear. Who cares if he moves slower? Who cares if he moves slower? He's not going to, like, not be able to move, right? Unless his movement is at 0. Okay, let's see what we've got then. We're looking for anything. Honestly, I'm happy to go for any high-level stuff. We've got elephant bow we want to take. We've got 2 of these blasters we'll take. Triple rocket launcher we'll take with us. Take this one, I'll take this one. How much can we load him down by before he stops moving? I mean, he's still moving at 4.5 tiles a day. I don't know if that's intentional. Isn't it they can't move if they're even slightly over-encumbered? Honestly, don't know. We'll find out, huh? We'll take that as well. We'll take that. We'll take... yeah, I mean, for its weight versus value, that's not terrible. Sure, let's roll with that one. We'll also take the 500 silver. Choose route. We'll go back to the base. Choose route. And then what? Accept? Mobile caravan. Because they're carrying too much. Alright, okay, fair enough. That was kind of to be expected then, huh? So what do we do then? How do we deal with that? Oh, we have to just chuck him away. Why's he got 222 chem fuel? Yeah, get rid of that shit. Can he move now? Mobile caravan. Let me just see, make sure that's updated. Yeah, 74 out of 35. So let's drop. I mean, what's he wearing? Jope isn't wearing any of these things that we can drop, is he? Let's chuck this on the floor because it's very, very heavy. Get out of here. We're down to 60. Oh my god, this is going to take a while to bear with. Drop the heaviest shit. Triple rocket launcher. They're all over Rimworld. We see those all the goddamn time. We're not interested in that too much. Drop the sheepwool parka. We don't really need that one. It's coming up to summer. I'm tempted to drop the... I mean, the launch pistol is poor quality anyway. 3.7. Well. I guess we could drop this one, seeing as it's used. Oh, 36. Shit, you're going to make me actually drop one of these as well, aren't you? Okay, drop. one of those. There you go. 34. Not a complete waste of time. I want to bring these enchanted stuff back because those give inherent bonuses, and I think we can actually make them worth slightly a bit more value than what it says on there if we can do extra things with them, like increasing enchantments. We are still stone cutting too. What's wrong with you, Catherine? Are you alright? Do you want me to give you a bit of a nudge there, friend? There we go. Sookie is dead. Long live Sookie. Now, we found out with these things, and I was kind of expecting that. I need to work out why prisoners aren't being recruited, why prisoners aren't being fed. To be completely honest with you, there's clearly some incompatibility with one of our mods going on. Now, was it we worked out before, if we resurrect them and then resurrect them with a vampire, it doesn't actually count. They still count as a zombie, right? Let's see if I'm remembering that properly. I might have just dismissed them because it's OP. Let's give it a go. Welcome back, Sookie. All right, and then you are a zombie right now, huh? But she is 7th generation then, so even if she is a fucking zombie, I mean, she's so good. What does that mean? Undead 4. Oh, is that the bonus he's got from his own power, probably? Right, so then we kill you. Then you die, although you're going to be difficult to kill because, of course... Oh, Donit's still a werewolf. Donit's fight Sookie. Sookie, where are you? Sookie, right. Where's Donit's gone? We're just looking for a gigantic wolf man. Just somewhere. There he is. Okay, you run over here. Donit's used that. I think by the time Sookie gets over here, Donit's rage is going to have come to an end. All right, fair enough. Krupp, you're an absolute powerhouse and a monster of a man. Slice this woman's head off for me. Wow, okay, when I said that, I wasn't actually expecting you to do it, my friend. Missing a head caused Sookie to give in to her wounds. You just got to ask politely sometimes, huh? Jesus, I didn't realize that would work. And let's get Bonnet down here to resurrect her. No. Then we go into the resurrection. And then she comes back as a... Undead. Okay, I don't know what I expected there. She did grow her head back, though, which is fairly impressive stuff. Well, this one went on for quite a long time. All right, I must admit, I didn't even notice today because I was just enjoying playing Rimworld. Thank you very much for watching. Next episode, we are hopefully going to have this next expansion finished very, very soon. I'll see if I can deal with some of the issues. One thing I've noticed as well is the only reason things aren't being built is because apparently we can't stone cut. I shall sort of show you what happens here if I try and prioritize stone cutting here. Nope. Okay, something happens. Occasionally, they have the issue where they will haul things over, but right now it seems to be working okay, so I'll keep close on that. But of course, we do need to solve whatever the hell's going on in the prison as well, because that seems to be a little bit buggy, and that's being polite about it. Thank you all for watching. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who made this series possible in the first place. A big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Blurry Bunny, Sedini, Crazy Pat, Crosis, Demon Daenerys, Donald, Fukuno Vasquez, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrofinum, Pelvis Presley, Skaz, Circle the Swede, Stannis Amanis, Toby Cruz, Tom Terrier 18, Tyler Kendall, Bacchus Bacchus, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you for your support in the insanity levels on Patreon. Thank you guys for making the series possible. Hope you guys are enjoying a bit of Rimworld still, of course. I think we've got a lot still to come. Jill, a little bit disappointed by the vampire hive, not going to be honest. The vampire cave, the vampire, whatever the hell that was called, that was not impressive at all. A little bit annoyed by that, but hey, never mind. At least we've got, oh man, I was going to say we've got a 7th generation vampire in our prison, but I guess not. Let's give a shout out as well, of course, to Asero, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Arachne44, Ben Trope, Bettermas Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Duncan217, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, GDWK Ron, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Ice Will Allow Cumb, Icy the Great, Israel, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jose, Joran DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Johnny No, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Lesme, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Marcus, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Animal, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Payback 1 through 7, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, Shari, Smirk1, 16 Deer, 888, Talar, The Insane Pickle, The Forsaken One, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie, Yokus, and Zico 2. See you guys tomorrow for more Rimworld.